Well, I think the first significant contact we had was when my father had a glioblastoma. And I called up someone I knew at Duke, and within an hour, Alan Friedman was talking to me on the phone, and we put my father on one of those jet ambulances and flew him down that day. Of course, Gene and I now have sat on their board for more than 20 years. We love all of the people over at Duke, Ellen, and at the Brain Tumor Group, Ellen Steinbeck and Darryl and everyone there. And so that was, I think, the first significant contact we had, and it was a blessing beyond measure. With regard to the Cancer Institute, I had already sat on at least one board there. I can't remember how many that I might have been on at the time, and we really wanted to give back because of how kind and wonderful they had been with us when we were in need.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1999, and when I started my treatment, then I had someone from the Cancer Patient Support Program. She was an intern, and she called me, and she introduced herself, and she said, I'm going to be your new best friend. And so through her, of course, I got to meet Rachel Schomburg. And so that's how we got involved. And then they invited us both to be on their board, but Sandy couldn't go on the board because he was already on too many Duke boards. So they got me. I've been doing yoga since the 1980s, and it helped me so much during my cancer treatment. And so I saw an ad for a retreat for breast cancer survivors on Long Island. And then I thought, I'd have to be crazy to fly into Long Island on a Friday night and try to get out to the Hamptons, for a weekend. And then I thought, why would I go to Long Island? I mean, we have a beach. I know lots of yoga teachers, and why couldn't we just do this ourselves? So I called Rachel, and I asked her if she would be interested in supporting us, and she said definitely. Our focus has never been on breast cancer. It's a common thread that we share. We've never turned anyone away. So we've raised a lot of money over the years so that anybody who needs to come or wants to come can attend.
The thing that I always found so powerful about the committees, and it's the Brain Tumor Group and Cheyenne's group and the DCI Board of Visitors and all, the people genuinely want to help.
You weren't just cared for, you were cared about.
To be given this award when there were so many people there that I would have picked first, it is an honor. We're really humbled by it.
We have received so much when we really thought what we were doing was giving to them, and instead they have they've just blessed our lives in many, many ways.
I've always thought that we were put on this planet to help one another. That's the primary reason we were put here. And what better way to help one another than to help with a facility like that?